Good YouTube, Quinn Wade coming to y'all with that instant analysis on the Milwaukee Bucks barely winning again, but this time it was against the Houston Rockets. Giannis was able to get a deflection on the ball, so Shingun wasn't able to pass it to anybody else to get a shot off to be able to beat or tie the Bucks. And the Bucks escaped with another win. They've been fighting and doing whatever they can to try to get wins. Haven't been great defensively, have been okay offensively. Giannis has really been unstoppable. Anytime they give him the ball, he's finding ways to get a quality shot off to the best of his ability. Usually, when you're one of the best players in the world, which Giannis is one of the top three, top five players in the world, they're going to throw multiple bodies at you. They're going to try to force you to get uncomfortable. They're going to try to force you to give up the ball to role players and make them make shots. Obviously, Dane was able to make a shot. He's always been capable of making his own shot. He don't really need you to run plays for him because he's just that good as an ISO player and just as good as a scorer. That's why he's top 75. Damian Lillard is too for that reason. But I look at it like the Rockets. They got back in the game. They ended up taking the lead. They seem like they can be able to win the game. Giannis has something to say about it. Dame has something to say about it. The Rockets couldn't run their offense the way that they needed to be able to come out with the win, and it's unfortunate that they was too nervous. They was rattled a little bit, and the Bucks took advantage of it and continued to fight hard and play hard as they could because they older, and they was able to get the win, and they needed it too because the Bucks was a team that a lot of people was concerned about, and they was rightfully so to be concerned about them because they was 3-8, I believe. Now they 5-9. They got a little luck on their side, but a lot of it has to do with them taking advantage of the situations and still getting it done. So we have to give the Bucks credit, and they're 4-3 at home. I will always say the Bucks get good turnouts, even like tonight, and the fans is always supporting them. And those arena games be rocking because I usually go to them, and they've been getting fan support even though they 5-9 at this point, and that's not even good enough to be a playoff team right now as I'm recording this video. And the Rockets, on the other hand, they was on a win streak and they got it snapped, and now they're 10-5, which is a great record because nobody thought the Rockets would be 5 games above 500, but it's reality today as we speak. And the Rockets actually was up 28-27 in the first quarter. They actually lost a lot of the lead in the second quarter because the Bucks did a 30-17 second quarter, and then 30-26 in the third quarter for the Rockets ended up allowing them to get back into the game and take the lead. And then the Rockets actually outscored the Bucks 20-18 in the fourth quarter, but the Bucks did just enough to escape. And sometimes that's what you're just trying to do is get the win and try to learn and improve throughout the season. It's a long season. They got a lot of games left to correct some things, to be accountable for some things, to be able to change what they need to change to make this team perform better. There's a lot of he say, she say, point the blame and point the finger at a lot of things going on with the Bucks. But at least they're suiting up and they're trying to compete. And you got to give credit even to Brook Lopez. He's been trying to play better because Middleton, we really don't know when he's actually going to come back. Is really nobody even telling us a week, 2 weeks, months. They just saying that he's not ready. So we don't really know when they're going to get Middleton back. And he's a big paycheck that's not really doing much the last 3 to 4 years. I'm a guy that lives in Wisconsin, so I hear that people saying we need to get rid of Middleton. We need to get rid of Middleton. He's getting older. He's not healthy enough. We need somebody that's more dependable because the Bucks fans still think that it's another championship with Giannis that they can be trying to win, and you can't let time go by because you're not getting nothing out of keeping a player this good and not putting the best team around them to win. And like I said, if I'm Middleton, I don't want to up my trade value to get traded to a non-contender. So I can understand why he's trying to do his best for his body, what's best for his career, and also he loves being in Milwaukee. Obviously, this is the first team that believed in him and gave him a big chance to be a starter. He became an All-Star and All-NBA player in Milwaukee. He became a champion in Milwaukee, and they still have Lopez and they still have Giannis away from that championship team. So it makes sense why he would want to stay and try to stick it out with the Bucks. But the Bucks also got to do what's best for them. That's the ugly side of the business. We love you, we respect you, we showed that we needed you. It's just your time is limited with us because we still got other things on our agenda that we're trying to address, and we got goals we're trying to achieve, and you're kind of holding us up a little bit because we only got so much time like you do with this window with Giannis as he gets older, and you never know what happens each and every season. And he's been injured even in the playoffs the last two seasons. And that's a big reason why the Bucks haven't won is because the overutilization of Giannis. And that's why he's a scoring champion right now this early in the season. Jabari Smith Jr., 4 points. He played 25 minutes. He was a -2 and plus minus, one personal foul, one assist, two rebounds, 2 or 2 from the free throw line, 0 2 from three, 1 4 from the field. Dylan Brooks, 5 points, -3 and plus minus, five personal fouls, one turnover, one steal, one assist, four rebounds, two of them was offensive, 1 of 3 from the 3 point line, 2 of 8 from the field. Alperen Şengün had 18 points, plus 11 and plus minus, four personal fouls. He had four turnovers. One turnover just came in at the wrong time. He had a good look. He fumbled it. He stumbled it. Didn't really execute it the way that it was supposed to be ran. He did what he had to do to get open. He just couldn't finish the shot, which is unfortunate. It happens. And they have a little bit of a win-loss cushion to where you don't get too concerned about it. He had five assists, seven rebounds, four of them was offensive, 2 or 3 from the free throw line. He was 0 of 2 from three, 8 of 21 from the field. Fred VanVleet, 26 points, plus three and plus minus, one personal foul, one block, one steal, five assists, six rebounds, 5 of 5 from the free throw line, 3 of 11 from three, 9 of 23 from the field. Jalen Green, 21 points, plus eight and plus minus, two personal fouls, three turnovers, two assists, nine rebounds. Two of them was offensive rebounds, 3 of 8 from the 3 point line, 9 of 24 from the field. Jeff Green, -3 and plus minus, 2 minutes for him. And Tari Eason, 9 points, -6 and plus minus, two personal fouls. He had one turnover, three blocks, four steals, and one assist. And he had 14 rebounds, and three of them was offensive rebounds, 1 of 3 from 3 point line, 4 of 7 from the field. And man, Thompson, 10 points, -5 and plus minus, one turnover, one block, one steal, two assists, seven rebounds, three of them was offensive rebounds. Um, 2 or 3 from the free throw line, 4 or 5 from the field. He really was good. I think he's been having a great sophomore season. He's been tough to score on sometimes. He's really using the athleticism defensively. He's being able to score and giving them a weapon off the bench on the perimeter besides Tari Eason, and I think that that's a good thing. Obviously, he's really a great player for them, and for him to play 29 minutes shows that they realize that they can depend on him each and every night, which he has shown so far this season. Steven Adams, 2 points, -12 and plus minus, one turnover, two rebounds. One of them was an offensive rebound, 1 or 2 from the field. Aaron Holiday, 5 points, plus 11 and plus minus, two assists, one rebound, 1 or 2 from three, 2 or 3 from the field. Reed Shepard, 0 points, -7 plus minus, one turnover, one rebound. It was an offensive rebound, 0 1 from the 3 point line, 0 3 from the field. The rest of the guys did not play coaches' decisions. On that, they was 40 of 100, 40% from the field, 9 of 32, 28% from three, and 11 of 13, 84% from the free throw line. They had 53 rebounds, 19 assists, 9 steals, 6 blocks, 12 turnovers, and 15 personal fouls. And the Bucks, Torian Prince started. He had played 27 minutes. He gave him 2 points, -12 and plus minus, two personal fouls, three turnovers, three steals, one assist, one rebound, 2 or 2 from the free throw line, 0 or 3 from the 3 point line, 0 or 5 from the field. Giannis Antetokounmpo, 20 points, -2 and plus minus, three personal fouls, eight turnovers, three blocks, four assists, 13 rebounds. Two of them was offensive rebounds. He had a double double. 2 of 7 from the free throw line. He was 9 of 17 from the field, which is good. Brook Lopez, 27 huge points. He was making layups. He was making threes. He was dunking. He was rebounding. He actually had 27 and 10 rebounds. One of them was an offensive rebound, one assist, three steals, and he also had four blocks, getting it done on both ends of the court. This was a flashback of old Brooklyn Nets, Brook Lopez tonight, and they needed it. He played 40 minutes as well, showing you that he really was hungry and really wanted to step it up and show that he still believes in his team and this nucleus of the Bucks. But he played the most minutes, and he's probably the oldest person on the court for both teams, and it didn't matter because he actually was hot the whole game. 0 1 from the free throw line, 5 of 8 from the field, 11 of 15 shooting. He only missed four shots tonight out of 15. Damian Lillard, video game Dame, he was 6 of 18 from the field. He was 0 of 6 from three. He was 6 of 7 from the free throw line, but he did have 18 points and 10 assists with only two turnovers out of that. He had one personal fouls, -4, and plus minus four rebounds. Andre Jackson started. He only played 5 minutes though. 0 1 from the field. He did get one rebound, and he did get one personal foul. but he was a -8 and plus minus, scored no points. And Big Bobby Portis came off the bench, hit some big shots. He played 21 minutes, 11 points for him, -10 and plus minus, one personal foul, one turnover, one block, one assist, four rebounds, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 1 of 1 from the 3-point line, 4 of 9 from the field. The line right, 6 points, -3 and plus minus, one personal foul, one turnover, one steal, 2 assists, 4 rebounds. One of them was an offensive rebound. 2 of 4 from three, 2 of 4 from the field. That was his only field goal attempts. He didn't make no free throws or take any. Gary Trent Jr. was 4 of 8 from the field, 4 of 6 from three. It seems like putting him on the bench is making him play better, which is good because you obviously thought he was going to be a big part of what you did offensively when you picked him up in free agency, and he's been playing a little bit better since he's been coming off the bench, even though he's still getting the same amount of minutes. But he also had 1 rebound, 1 steal. He had 5 personal fouls though, and he was plus 15 and plus minus 12 points. And AJ Green, 2 of 6 from the field, 1 of 5 from three, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 personal fouls, plus 15 and plus minus 5 points. The rest of the guys did not play coach's decision, or they was already ruled out before the game with an injury. And there was a lot of guys that didn't play tonight. 38 of 83, 45% from the field, 13 of 33, 39% from three. There was 12 of 19, 63% from the free throw line. It was mainly because of Giannis. He was 2 of 7 from the free throw line. They had 43 rebounds as a team, 21 assists, 8 steals, 8 blocks, 15 turnovers, and 18 personal fouls. They were just able to make a lot of shots tonight, and they was able to get a lot of shots tonight to go down. And that's basically how they won, outside of just playing great defense on the last possession against Shingun, making them think, making them overreact, and putting them in a tough situation when he's trying to pass the ball, and ultimately putting effort to be able to stop that play without fouling is something that you have to do if you really want to win. And that's what Giannis did. Giannis has been one of the better perimeter defenders and interior defenders the last couple years. I don't think he's where he needed to be this year, but it's a team game. You got to do your part. They got to do your part. And I mean, you got to do your part. They got to do their part for the team to be great defensively. He knows this because obviously he won Defensive Player of the Year before. He's been known as one of the greatest defenders because of his length and athleticism and speed and quickness. But, if nobody else is doing what they're supposed to do, the defense is going to continue to break down, putting you at a disadvantage situation. And then the offense gets, confidence, and they get a boost from getting them type of shots, even though you probably did your job the right way. But it's a team sport. And seeing the Bucks play this way shows you that they are not contenders. Like they have been struggling against every single team, whether they're good, whether they're bad, whether they're injured up. The Bucks have struggled to beat anybody in the struggle. They have struggled because they have had injuries like every other team, and even when they're healthy, they're not defending, they're not communicating sometimes, and they're not scoring sometimes. And even when they do, they over relying on Giannis, and that's why he's been getting injured. It's just the age factor. These guys are getting older. They've got some young guys to come in and help them out. They have done that for the most part the last couple of games, which is good to see. They had to rely on somebody to give them effort and energy and give them some shooting and some spacing outside of Dame, because him and Brook Lopez are supposed to be the floor spacers outside of Middleton in the starting lineup. Gary Trent hasn't been spacing the way that he usually does. DeLon Wright hasn't been the pickup that people thought that he possibly would be. And they just going trying to find answers to whatever can help them win games or give them a better chance of winning games. And even though they're only 5-9, they still in that play-in conversation. They're still in a 2-3 game win streak. Now they're back in the playoffs, and we already know that you have to take this team serious even if they're struggling, because this team has some guys with pride. This team has guys that have the desire to win more, or desire to want to win more. And that means you got to put them down early, or you got to actually take this team serious, because they can score with you, they can hang with you. They're going to be a tough team to beat down the stretch, even if they take some head scratching shots, or they don't take advantage of some of their other players as much by setting them up a little bit better or getting them open a little bit better. They're really focusing on the same players a lot and not really playing team basketball on both ends of the court like they should be. But it's crazy because this is a veteran team, and they already know what they should and shouldn't be doing because they've been together basically multiple years, because last year counts. And they made that Dame trade early last year. So You can't just say, well, they got to figure stuff out. Well, that's true. Every team has to do that, but you can make it look better. You can do a lot better, especially when we're watching how y'all just self-destructing right in front of us as a team, and watching this game, seeing how the Rockets was just doing whatever they wanted to do, especially in the third quarter. It just looked bad for the Bucks. Like, I don't really know what to tell y'all as a team and as a coaching staff and as an organization. It looks like this window with Giannis is closing, because I don't really see where y'all can get better. I don't really see where guy can help y'all get it corrected. Even if you could trade for him, it's like too many things are going wrong right now for the Bucks. But like I said, if you're a Bucks fan, you'll take it. Like, y'all still got a guy that's gonna put on the show. Y'all got a guy that's gonna try hard, and if he does it, maybe the teammates start doing it like Brook Lopez did tonight, and they start believing again and they start playing again. Well, we can do it. It worked this game. It worked that game. We need to do a little bit more of that, do a little bit less of that, hold each other accountable more, call each other out a little bit more, hold that standard a little bit higher, and maybe they start to perform better as a team. But that's what has to be held above their head. And Doc Rivers is a guy that everybody looking at like, well, they might need to get rid of you because you're not really making this team look any better, and you're pointing the finger to, even though you're the head coach. You have a voice, you have a say. You're supposed to be getting the best out of this group of guys because they felt like you can do it. That's why they hired you in the first place. And it hasn't really looked good even for him. Even last year when he was 17 and 19 with these group of guys, before they even added the new talent in free agency, which actually made them a little bit more versatile than where they were last year on paper, and how the play styles those guys played on other teams, and now they're trying to fit them into this team. That's the coach's job, to integrate the talent, to get the best out of the talent, to put the talent where they need to be on the court and help them function the right way and help them be themselves on the court, regardless who's out there on the court with them, like other coaches have done with some of these players. So it's a team effort. It's an organization effort. Everybody really has to be stern. Everybody really has to be locked in if this Bucks team want to turn it around and get the respect as a contender in the East, which people was leaving them out of that early on in the this year before the season even started. And I guess they was right so far, because the Bucks just don't look that good. And even after winning this game, like I said, they still not in the playoffs. They still not even in the play-in tournament range. They still got to win a couple more games, which it seems like every team can beat this team now. And that wasn't the case even last year. It seemed like this team, you had to really try hard to beat them. This year is like anybody can go in that place and compete with them, and they don't fear them, or they believe that they just as good, even if they don't have the talent. Even Detroit got in there and almost won by a free throw. And it just shows you how crazy things have changed. Even though Giannis is only 30, he's not 35. He's not 36. He's not Middleton age. He's not Dame age. He's not Brook Lopez age. He's still one of the best players at the peak of his powers. And this team should be riding onto that in a beneficial way and meeting Giannis halfway with that. And that's something that we just don't see right now. Other than that, comment, like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell for more analysis. And if you love analysis or you're new to analysis, I do breakdowns of players, legends, rookies, and other players in the league. You'll see that if you check out my channel. And if you love videos like this conversation, I do a variety of different type of styles with conversations to keep more content coming. If you missed out on something that I did in the past and you're already a subscriber, still check on the channel. You might have missed a notification. You might have missed something that happened because you got busy, you went to sleep, you was tired, something came up, and you just forgot about it. This is just a reminder to always check the channel, as I upload a lot of content throughout the days and throughout the weeks, throughout the months, throughout the years, and just try to keep up to the best of your ability. Y'all love hearing it. Y'all love seeing what I do. I love making it. That's why this channel is so successful. That's why it's been working, even on other platforms, and I appreciate the fact that y'all love hearing what I got to say and love what I make. Other than that, see you guys later.